Welcome back, casuals.
Woo! Let's get motivated.
They carried me out and then just launched me like a little javelin.
Who do you think you are? I am.
Morning. G'day. How you going?
Evening, afternoon, whatever time of the day you may be listening.
Yeah, true. True that.
When do you reckon most people listen?
Surely morning. I reckon. When they probably during the day, when they're working.
Yeah,
I don't know.
maybe.
See, I listen to podcasts. Probably, actually, honestly, the most time I listen to podcasts is on night shifts. Probably.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. What about you?
Mine's probably morning.
Yeah, is it?
Morning and during the day, like if I'm fucking doing chores around the house.
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
that's about the only time.
Do you
I
just
do it.
like just put an earbud in and cruise
Yeah,
around?
or just play it off my phone.
Yeah.
Headphones.
I don't listen to podcasts a whole lot, eh?
Yeah.
But for someone who's a podcaster,
Yeah,
I honestly don't really listen to much podcasts.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mostly just when I'm doing housework.
Yeah,
But I'm
true.
fucking too busy most of the time. I can't even do it. I just
Yeah.
most of the time it's when I'm hanging clothes.
Really?
Like I like to hang clothes because I'm away from everyone. If I'm in here, I still got to chase the kid around and
Yeah,
still doing
true.
shit. You know?
What, you take half hour to hang clothes out, can't?
Yeah.
Bit of fresh air.
Yeah, hang one out every minute. Like,
True.
yeah, a bit of fresh air, bit of podcast listening.
Yeah, no, it is good. It's good for driving. I feel like a lot of people. I
Yeah.
think a lot of people who drive pump.
Well, yeah, because my fucking radio and shit don't really work in my busted old car too. I'll just
Yeah.
play off my phone.
Yeah, true.
Or I get my Bluetooth. How povo is this? I get my Bluetooth speaker and hook it up and put it just in the passenger seat, like playing.
Fuck yeah, bud. You got to do what you got to do, man.
Because I got
Fuck, man.
no like aux or anything that
Yeah.
goes. I can listen to the radio, but I
Yeah,
don't listen.
I've been doing that in my
radio
Zook,
shit.
my busted ass Zook, because I do have a USB. The
do you?
USB works in that, but I just put on 100 point power 100
Yeah.
because they play all the rock tunes, all the dad rock I like.
Yeah.
Well, how fuck that Blink 182 and Sum 41 and all like the shit we grew up on is now dad rock.
They're like old now, yeah.
Thank you. That is a real
Wait, we were
realization how old
listening
we
to
are.
like Simple Plan and stuff. Like
Fuck,
heap of emo stuff the
Yeah,
other
bro,
week.
all the way. Fucking oath.
Yeah.
It's making a comeback.
Fucking
Oh, Goo Goo Dolls Iris. How
Yes.
fucking good is that song? It was on the radio this
Yeah.
morning.
Oh,
driving.
was it?
Yeah, and I was just, obviously it's a bang, everyone knows, but I just actually listened to the instrumental part at the end. Yeah. Such a good production.
I
And
watched,
when they play in the rain, that live
yeah.
gig and then playing in the
Yeah.
rain. Fucking phenomenal.
So what's that singer's name out of that? It's a bit of a
I don't even
last
know.
name, bit of a
True.
but he was
The
on
singer
that
of Goo Goo Dolls. I couldn't tell you his name.
he was on that Live from Daryl's house.
Fuck yeah.
And they sung a couple of the songs and but it's weird, like I think they sung Slide and Iris, but he talks about how he tunes his guitar differently.
Yeah, his
that's
open
why-
tuning.
Yeah,
is
because
so
they were
like-
saying like the musicians, they're like, oh, it sounds a bit, and then they're like, oh, that's why it sounds.
Yep.
But they end up playing it and fucking phenomenal. Like him and then old Daryl Hall.
That Hall's House, if anyone is
Like-
a muso and they're listening to this, because I didn't discover this until like the later years.
Yeah.
It is a hidden gem.
Yeah, I think it's old, but
it is.
I fucking
But it's
pump
like a
it.
lot of people haven't realised it. And some of the art, like the Darius Rucker,
Yeah.
but some of the contrast, he gets like Darius Rucker, then he gets Chromeo on there. Chromeo's
Yeah.
like a DJ there, like real
Then he'll
funky
get like
DJ.
CeeLo Green. Then he has like fucking Smokey Robinson.
Yeah, he gets so
everyone.
much diversity in there, and they just jam. He must just love jamming.
Yeah.
Eh? And he jams with them.
Yeah,
half the
and he
time.
fits in so well. Say Daryl Hall from Hall and Oates, who were like
Yeah.
a real, what would you call them? Disco funk,
Yeah,
like
disco
sort
funk.
of really cool old thing. But
Yeah.
then he just fits in with everyone.
Yep.
And they'll sing a couple of the artist's songs, then they'll sing a couple of like Daryl's songs.
own songs, yeah.
And he just has these like studio musicians in his house playing with him.
Yep.
And they are phenomenal.
They're so tight, yeah. Well, when you're that good, you have to be like when you're playing with that many different artists, you got to be on the
Because you
money.
can tell, like they talk about it for a bit. They might fucking just discuss, and then they just start playing.
They just literally pick it
and
up.
it's like just such good quality. So check that out. I think it's live from Daryl's house or live at Daryl's.
I love
house
watching
or
obviously the talent, like people who are picture perfect in that, like Marcus Veltri.
Yeah.
Have you seen him?
Yeah.
He does a kind of like Harry
They
Mack
just
stuff, the reaction
pick-
videos.
yeah,
And people
yeah.
give him songs and he does like anything on keyboard and that. Like, and that's an insane
In fact,
skill.
they could just listen to shit and just
I know, like,
do it.
which like my mate Lukey used to do that all the time. He'd just listen to a song. Like I remember him. I think I've spoken about like the accordion. He brought around an
Yeah,
accordion and was just playing some song just by ear. But yeah, it's obviously there's obviously theory to it as well.
Yeah,
You know,
so
the
once
whole
you
music
know
theory.
the scale, I suppose, it's
Yeah.
like they know it's in this key. They
work off
it's
one
gonna
note.
go whatever way the solo goes, it goes.
Yeah,
But
yeah, exactly.
It's fucking. It would take a lot. Yeah, not smart enough.
I love music. But yeah, what else? What's been happening, bro? What do we got on the card?
I got You couldn't make it, but we had work golf day there.
Yeah, you
Even
bastard.
though
You did it when I was
don't
away,
work
you
there.
dog.
Yeah. So I still invite people who don't even work there.
Yeah, fuck no, it's good you do that. It's a
So it
big
was good,
catch-up.
like Uncle Nogs and stuff going,
Yeah,
like
did he?
few of the older ones. But
Big
yeah,
slug
it was
though?
good. Nah, he'd been crook. I think he had something. But
We had a box party on that weekend.
yeah, he was camping.
It was Kim.
Paddy
In his
Mara.
backyard,
Wait,
man.
Paddy
In his
Mara was
backyard, man.
camping.
Poofed up. Hey, true.
Paddy Mara was defending champ, but he couldn't come.
Oh, fuck him.
But yeah, it was good. There was like 35 of us, I think. So yeah, good crew.
What golf-
Went
what
out
golf
to
course?
Tropics. Shout out Tropics.
Awesome.
Tropics Golf Club. They've had us the last 5 years or something. I
Yeah,
think.
it's a good event that you bung on, eh?
Yeah.
Even if you don't play golf, bro,
Yeah.
it's fucking cool.
So I think I've figured out all the kinks and stuff and made it good for the people who don't play golf.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's make it enjoyable, eh?
Yeah.
Yep.
So
What'd
yeah,
you
that
just
was
do?
good.
Four
just
ball
did nine.
Ambrose again?
No, we just did two ball
Yep.
ball Ambrose over 9 holes, and then we got upstairs on the patio and up in the function room just to carry on for the afternoon. And
I wish I
yeah,
was
they're so like hospitable to us
Yep.
out at Tropics there. Like they let us fucking. I don't think many other golf clubs would let us
Get
behave
rowdy,
the way
carry
we
on.
do.
Good on 'em.
No, like we were pretty well behaved, but
Did you just do like best dress and all that sort of shit?
yeah, did
Yep.
best dressed.
Who won that?
Gave out a heap of other prizes.
Who won best dressed?
Ah, geez, who did win it?
Keep you on your toes.
I think I got them written here.
Because there's some of the boys go out for it, eh?
I think it might have been Travie.
No,
Travie
yeah.
and James Earl.
Yeah, I like the one was, I don't know which year it was, the Lino and Dudley.
Yeah. There's been like, it's
What are
good.
they called? Slog Catter or whatever?
Lobcatters.
Lobcatter?
Yeah. But it's good, man. Like people really
Man,
enjoy the day and then they make an effort to come. I only
Yeah.
do it, once a year. So,
Just got to do it when I
yeah, the
don't have
dress
a wedding
ups,
on, bud.
yeah,
Fucking
the
hell.
dress ups and everything. Everyone makes an effort. And shout out to Big Nath from Bird and Bear Distillery, vodka
Yeah.
distillery, giving us
Oh,
some sick prices.
Give his coconut vodka a crack.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
good, eh?
fucking that. If you ever listen to this, he's what is it called?
Bird and Bear
Bird and Bear
vodka distillery.
Distillery. You'll see it. It's randomly sold around. Sometimes he's down the markets. You'll see it in some like I don't know if it's BWS.
Lily Whites, I think Lily
or
White
Liquor Lands.
groups.
It's in some of
Yeah.
the. It's in some of the. But you'll see it. It's got whatever it's called. And it's got a little picture of the stranded shit on it. Get the coconut one and mix it with Pasito.
Oh yeah,
Fucking, you're welcome.
true.
Yeah, bro.
Fuck, I might have to give that
Good
a crack.
drop. That.
So
good
yeah,
drop.
he helped us out and just gave us fucking heap of the little
Oh, yeah,
things to give out. So I had a heap of them.
Yep.
So yeah, people were happy with the prizes.
Because I bought that stuff and it didn't click. I didn't realize it was his.
Oh, true.
And then I've seen him down the markets and I was like, fuck, this fella's familiar. Oh, that's fucking
Yeah.
fellow who worked for Sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had that and Pasito, which one time when I went fishing with my mate last minute, I was like, I didn't want to go to the bottler and I had a bottle of that and I had a heap of Pasito cans. So I threw that in the esky.
Underrated drink.
When we went
Pasito.
camping around the Palm Islands and that overnight, and that is a fucking
True.
good drop, bro. Yeah.
Give it a crack. Bird and Bear Distillery.
Yep. Shout
Yeah,
out.
go down to the markets. He's always at the markets. Or yeah, I
Markets
think
all
he's-
tonight, bros.
Are they? Oh
Yeah, I think so. Pretty
Yeah.
sure they are, yeah. Be busy as fuck.
So yeah, that was a good day. Ended up going out a bit after, just down in the sea view and monsoons and cactus and that. But how fucked is this? Like it always seems like I don't know how many times I've fucking been whinging about taxis on this podcast. But fucking the cunt
Fire
always
up, bro.
try to get me.
Fire up.
Fucking taxis. And it
That's your
wasn't-
little pet peeve, eh?
but
That's
it's
your
always
little
been in
fucking-
Sydney. Now it's fucking Townsville taxis
What
trying to
happened?
jip me now.
What then?
So I jumped in, met some random cunt in the taxi line having a chat. He's like, "Oh, where you going?" He was going to like not far from my parents' place, Gulliver. So I said, "Oh, I'll jump in and then I'm going to my place." So I jumped in the taxi with him. He was a Tyler, actually.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think. Yeah, because he knew like Graham and his brothers.
Oh, yeah.
So he dropped him off. His taxi was $27, right?
Yeah.
And then from his place to my place, it's like less than 10-minute drive.
Yeah.
Pull up out the front of you. The fucking taxi driver, "Oh, yeah, that's $39. I said, "No, it's not." He's like, "Yeah, brother, $39. I said, "He paid for his back there. He paid $27. It's not fucking 39 to here." I said, "It'd be like, it's $12 or something." He's like, "No, brother. And he's trying to fucking, he must have thought, "Oh, I'm drunk." It was like, it wasn't real late, probably after midnight though.
Is he Indian?
Yeah. Not to stereotype.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
But yeah, the cunt's trying to fucking get me to pay $39. And then I said, "I'm not paying that."
He would have been relying on you being drunk, cunt.
Well,
Just fucking pay up.
that's what they would do. Because how many times would they just put it on and be like, "Oh, here, tap." They don't even try to not show you the screen, or they just, yeah, people are drunk and they just pay them. I said, I'm not fucking paying you $39. I said, it's like, it was $13. I said, I'll give you 15. And he's like, oh, and then he's going through these receipts and then and then he gammon like, oh yeah, no, he did pay. And then like gammon like he found it. Like
bluffing you, bro. That's bullshit.
And I'm like,
lucky you caught him out.
Yeah, fucking dog.
Well, actually, you're funny you say that. I have a story about that too. A story about but this is a courtesy bus.
Oh yeah.
From that wedding. That's obviously, I don't know if this one will be the previous.
Yeah.
My mate who had the wedding, it was the most like insanely organized wedding that he actually messaged me, said, oh, what's your accommodation? And then he replied saying, okay, courtesy bus is sorted out from you getting picked up at this time. So we were waiting, and there were a few other couples, and then we got picked up, and obviously we just thought this was all organised because me and the missus were actually going to drive.
Yeah,
we're going to drive. She was going to drive there because my missus wasn't drinking or anything. So we're like, oh, we won't drive. He's already organised this bus. We better hop in it, if you know what I mean. And so we hopped in the bus with a few other couples.
Be with the crowd.
Be with the crowd.
Better anyway.
Yeah, and he organised it for us, so we didn't want to feel bad saying, oh, mate, last minute, we're going to drive ourselves. So we hopped in, get there. Everyone's hopping off the bus, and then right at the end, he's like, oh, yep. Me and the missus were the last people hopping off. Oh, yeah, that's $130. $130 for a fucking 5-minute drive, 10-minute drive. Yeah, literally.
So he'd organised the bus but not paid for it.
What happened is I'm pretty sure my mate organised it, and I reckon my mate did pay for it. I reckon this guy's been a weasel.
Yeah,
I reckon he's been a slight. And he actually just pulled, like what my partner pointed out, he just pulled out random names. He's like, oh, the person that was staying at Ramadan Shanice, but he was just a fuckwit. He was just like, and Kevin, like he couldn't say, he was a fucking Australian. He's like acting like he couldn't say my name properly. I reckon he just pulled out 2 names. Yeah, $130, and we're like, I was like, cunt, I'm not paying spending that. I'm not spending $130. It was fucking 10 minutes. Or no? And then my missus was almost just going to pay for it. I was like, don't fucking pay for it. Then we felt bad. We had to spring it on the groom who was right there at his wedding. So then we had to tell Hobbit. We felt bad, but then Hobbit's like, he sorted it all out. But yeah,
true. You don't can't say they just try to take advantage.
Exactly, and I think he was taking advantage of us not feeling bad to spring it on the fucking groom who was standing there. It's his day. He doesn't want to stress about that. But yeah, we did anyway. I was like, "Cunt, I'm not spending $130. Fuck, I said to him, we're going to drive ourselves.
We could have fucking walked here.
Yeah, literally. No, but maybe it's a common little fucking like anyone listening. Fucking keep your wits out about these.
Especially if you're fucking, you're leaving town, you might be a bit tipsy.
Yeah, that's where
the cunts will fucking try to get you.
They get you, right?
Whether you're Townsville, Sydney, fucking doesn't matter where you are. They keep trying to get me, and I won't let it happen.
You got your guard up, bud. You got your guard up.
Fuck them cunts. Yeah, no, that pissed me off, eh? But
fair call, fair call. I'm be fucking annoyed by that.
And because I know how much it costs to get around, like I've fucking only lived in a few places in town. I know it takes, 12 or 15 minutes to drive here, so it should be around as much. So you're not going to fucking, you're not going to get me, mate.
I know. Good try.
Try someone else.
Try again. Unlucky use.
Wait, I got a game for you to play.
Oh, here we go. What are we doing?
This is a last man standing game.
Okay, how's that work? Right.
So I'm going to say, so you get 2 options, and then whichever one gets eliminated, the next one stays on, and then it's that versus the next one,
Oh, so yes, I've seen that with artists before. That's a good idea. So, I have seen some of them in reels. Fuck yeah.
This is best Aussie snack.
Oh, okay, righto.
Twisties or shapes?
Shapes.
Shapes or burger rings?
Shapes.
Shapes or cheesels?
Shapes.
Shapes or fairy bread?
Shapes.
Shapes or mint slice?
Shapes.
Shapes or caramello koala?
Shapes.
Shapes or Tim Tams?
You picked the best ones. Oh, Tim Tams.
Tim Tams or cherry ripes?
Tim Tams.
Tim Tams or Anzac biscuits?
Tim Tams.
Tim Tams or Leamingtons?
Tim Tams.
Fucking that was
easy as clean run.
So you got shapes and Tim Tams.
You didn't pick any good ones. If you had said atomic tomato chips, Samboy chips.
Nah.
They atomic tomato Samboy chips, that fucking class is all of them.
True. I don't really like tomato chips if I'm being
bullshit.
I'm being quite frank with you.
Fuck you, bro.
I used to get them when I would go ice skating.
Oh, yeah?
That was about the only time I would get them. I don't know why.
Yeah,
it would just be like the only time.
I get them when they're on special, bro. Okay, I'm gonna run it back at you, bud. Okay, I'll just fucking spin this so you can't see me. Okay. Oh, this is a good little game, right?
What do you got?
Okay, Australian bands.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know how you pronounce them, but I think they sing the Touch Myself song. Divinals?
Yeah.
Divinals or Savage Garden?
Savage Garden.
Savage Garden or Hoodoo Gurus?
Savage Garden.
Savage Garden or Bee Gees?
Oh, that's hard. Oh, I love Savage Garden, but I'm going to say Bee Gees. Bee Gees just
Bee Gees or Hilltop Hoods?
Bee Gees.
Bee Gees or Empire of the Sun?
Bee Gees.
Bee Gees or the Wiggles?
Or Bee Gees, but the Wiggles are the biggest Aussie band ever.
Fuck, they're good,
eh?
man. They're so
That'd be
good.
the biggest, most
Yeah.
like, well, what do you call it? Most profitable.
I think they've sold the most records. I think they have.
Yeah.
I think that's a stat. Yeah. Before when, especially when they were cockroaches or what the fuck were they called
Yeah,
before the
yeah.
Jiggles? They were running amok.
But Bee Gees.
So Bee Gees or Grinspoon. Fuck, there's some good out. This is some good Aussie bands here, Russ.
Bee Gees.
Bee Gees or Rose Tattoo.
Yeah,
Oh,
Bee Gees.
Fuck, there's some Bee Gees or Parkway Drive. You're not a fan of Parkway. You
Nah.
don't like metal. Okay, I'll fucking find something. Bee Gees or Wolf Mother.
Yeah, Bee Gees.
Bee Gees or Midnight Oil.
Bee Gees.
Righto, cunt. I'll bring in the big dogs.
Yeah.
Bee Gees or Cold Chisel.
Cold Chisel.
Cold Chisel or ACDC.
Cold Chisel.
Nothing stuff. We've got the final boss. Nothing stopping Cold Chisel. I might as well not even head on. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. But I'm still going through here, and there's still some.
Yeah, there's a
wicked
lot.
bands, bro.
But I'm just thinking of like ones obviously it's personal preference.
Yeah,
Like, some
Rodney.
of them are probably bigger or better
Yep.
or marketably a bit more successful.
Yeah, true. Okay.
But I love I actually listened to like a lot of Bee Gees growing up.
They're fucking
Like,
awesome band,
I
bro.
fucking loved Bee Gees.
Yep. Yeah.
Savage Garden. Like they were
Savage-
hard to top
Savage
for me
Garden
because
were
I
awesome.
I think they're so underrated.
Number one band I grew up on with Cold Chisel.
Yeah, same.
So that's what. Okay, well, NRL teams. Here we go. West Tigers or Sydney Roosters. This is a good little game.
This
cunt.
is shit.
Yeah, but up.
I don't like any of these teams.
You got West Sydney Tigers or West Sydney West Tigers or Sydney Roosters.
Fucking Tigers, probably.
You got to pick.
I hate them both.
Oh,
Hate them both.
Tigers or Parramatta Eels.
Fucking Tigers.
Tigers or Sharks.
Sharks.
Sharks or Sea Eagles. I'm picking all the shit
Sharks.
teams.
I hate all these guys.
Sharks or Panthers.
Sharks.
Sharks or no, they're good teams. Let me find another shit team. St George.
Yeah. Dragons.
Dragons or Bulldogs.
Dragons.
Okay, and then we go the good Dragons or Broncos.
Broncos.
Broncos or Dolphins.
Broncos.
Broncos or Raiders.
Broncos.
Broncos or Titans.
Broncos.
Broncos or Cowboys.
Broncos.
You
This year.
Yeah,
Only this year.
bandwagon motherfucker.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Nah, and that's the thing. If it's a lot, well, I don't like any teams except probably Warriors.
Yeah, true.
everyone likes Warriors.
True.
And then the Queensland teams.
Same. That's me too.
But even still, like Titans suck. Dolphins are okay, but I don't really.
That's
like
how I
them.
go. I go Cows. Probably Titans, Bronx. Oh, I don't know between them. Cows, Titans, Bronx.
It'd be
Dolphins.
Yeah, Cows, Bronx,
Or that. I don't
Dolphins,
know.
Titans. Then like obviously Warriors would probably be above.
Yeah, I love the Wires.
Warriors and Storm maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Storms.
Especially Wires back in the day.
Yeah,
When it was
fucking
like,
like
you know,
2000s.
When it was like little fucking Stacey Jones.
Lance O'Hire
Yeah,
and
that,
stuff.
that era was fucking awesome. Ah, that's a good little.
Yeah,
I have
nah,
seen
we'll
some
get
reels of
the-
that. I've seen
yeah.
reels of bands.
Oh, yeah.
People going through
We
metal
should
bands.
have to prep that.
Yeah.
We'll prep it a bit better.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
a last minute sort of chuck together thing.
Fuck yeah. He's all.
But
Old Tim Tams and Shapes, bro. Good combo.
yeah,
Fuck yeah.
Wait, there's some fucking good Aussie snacks though.
Yeah, honestly, Shapes. What's the best Shapes?
Chicken crimpies.
Yeah, true. I'll put them in the lower half. I'll put pizza, barbecue, probably then pizza, then chicken.
To be honest,
Vegemite
like,
ones.
mine would have been. I would have started with twisties over shapes there for sure.
Yeah, true.
I like twisties and cheesels way better than shapes.
Do you?
Yeah,
Fuck no. Well, maybe I go the Shapes because they're on special more.
yeah, maybe. But between
I'm a tight
me,
cunt.
Tim Tams is the best there.
Which color? Which Tim Tams?
The blue ones.
I'm going
are they?
the double chocky.
double choc,
I'm going the orange to the caramel.
Oh,
They're fucking so good.
Bit fancy.
Yeah, they're nice, bro. And they went on special, though.
2 for.
I don't
$8
even mind-
What is it? 2 for $8 or
I
something?
like the Woolly.
special
I like the
usually?
Woolly Slams, bro. I like the home brand version.
Yeah.
Woolly Slams, they're fucking good
I love
too.
a good bicky. Eh?
Yeah, love a
You
good butter.
Even
That's what I
just
thought you were
get
gonna
the, fuck off. Even just get the like Monte Carlo or fucking
Yeah,
things
true.
and put them in the freezer.
Hey.
Yeah, so it makes them a bit like
Oh,
a
really?
crunch, bit
True
cold,
shit,
bit of a
bro.
crunch.
Well, I'd never tried to like to bite the corners off it.
Or Kingston's,
Yeah,
the Kingston bickies.
I'd never tried to bite the corners off and use them as a little.
Oh, the Tim Tams. Yeah, I haven't
I'd
done
never tried
much.
that until my missus got me onto it. Literally, like fucking 5, 6,
Yeah.
7 years ago or something, bro.
I haven't done that much.
Phenomenal, bro. Game changer.
What do they call it? Fucking
Slam.
Tim Tam Slam.
Yeah.
But nothing's better than a Tim Tam there.
Yep.
Lamington's pretty good.
Yeah.
But for me, chips like savoury, twisties and cheesels.
Nah, the goat
But
chips
I'd
for
much
me,
rather
atomic tomato, and then the Red Rock or whatever that brand is. The honey soy chicken.
Yeah.
And then I'm even delving into the Pringles, sour cream Pringles.
Yeah.
They got a little bit of good crunch to them.
Yeah, are they Aussie or what?
But all of these chips right now, it's just fucking insane to say. Like, if you could have gone back 5 years ago and said that chips will cost $5 a packet or whatever they're, $4 a packet, you'd be
Fuck,
chocolate.
Yeah.
Fucking $5 for a fucking bar of chocolate, you'd be like, you're off your head, cunt.
Try not to buy it.
Yeah, proper shrinkflation too. You know?
Yeah.
Like, prices
Yeah.
gone up. They've gone
Gone
the
up and you
size of
get
them's gone
fucking
down.
less in the packet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
proper.
it's fucked up.
I know, but enough whinging from us.
Yeah. We've been
Whinging about taxis and fucking
taxis
prices of
and
snacks or more. Nah.
fucking economy trying to get us.
Yeah.
Scandals.
Fucking oath.
I've got a I won't go into it too much, but I went to the circus there again the other week
Yeah, nice.
when it was in here.
Yeah.
I think we spoke about the circus a bit the year before.
Previous year.
But I did have a cool little today I learned from it.
Yeah, man.
So do you know the term jumbo?
Like large.
Like large. So that's from the circus. So jumbo was a male African bush elephant who lived in the 19th century, famous for his size and his role in P.T. Barnum's circus. He was born in Sudan, lived in the London Zoo for 16 years before being sold to Barnum in 1882. His name became synonymous with large size, leading to the common use jumbo to describe anything very big.
That wasn't he the cartoon?
Yeah, so I think there's a...
Or Dumbo or something?
No, that's Dumbo. Eh?
Dumbo. But yeah, there you go. True, eh?
But yeah, so jumbo mustn't have been a term until after
yeah,
this
right.
elephant. So they called him Jumbo. He was so big, and now it's like...
It's crazy how something can just catch on like that.
Yeah.
You know? Like, and what spins me out, it doesn't spin me out, but another thing that's interesting like that is like how terminologies, like terms for things get put on by the brand, like Nico.
Yeah.
Nico pen?
Yeah.
And shit like that. Or
Yeah,
Sharpie.
Nico or...
Rather than calling it a pen, you call it the brand name.
Or
That kind of shit.
what else? Blue tack.
Yeah, Blue Tack,
Or
yeah.
Esky.
Esky, yeah,
Like
exactly.
Esky
kind of stuff.
Esky is just a brand.
Yeah, and that's what fucking, you know.
Yeah, that
that's
is
what sort of
weird,
kicks
eh?
it off, yeah. But True, there you go. Fun fact, I didn't know that.
Yeah, pretty
Fucking
cool,
hell,
eh?
man.
What
What makes you
else-
think? How did they cart that? Like, if he was that big, how did they cart shit around back in the day? Like, that's a big operation, eh?
Like trains and shit.
do
wasn't
back
it?
then,
Oh, I
yeah.
suppose overseas, because they would have brought him from...
Obviously in a boat, and all that
Yeah.
time. That's like it's a pretty big operation, you know, organising all
Yeah,
that
yeah.
for back then. But yeah, fucking insane. Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, but now the circus was pretty cool. No, it changed a little bit
Yeah, true.
since the year before.
Haven't been to one in years, but I seen that it was there. It's like, did they have the motorbikes?
Yeah,
Yeah,
motorbike.
yeah,
That
good.
was one of the few, like, I guess, recurring fucking acts.
Yeah, right. The daughter of it.
Returning. Yeah, she's a better age this time. I think I
Yeah.
said last time she was like getting a bit bored, and she's like, you know, oh, this is boring, and
Yeah.
a few of the acts. But she was, she enjoyed it this year, and
Soaked it all up a bit.
oh,
more.
it's just something different, you know, once
Yep.
a year if they come. I don't even know if it's once a year. Probably
Yeah.
once a year, once every 2 years, whenever they come here.
Yep.
Good little thing to try and go to.
Some of the skills that people can come up with is insane, man. Blows your mind.
That's
eh?
what
How
I
talented
think.
people
Like
are.
how, like I reckon a lot of these people are probably born into that traveling sort of,
carny life.
that life. But
Yep.
wonder how the fuck you just start practicing something so much that you become good at it, and then think, oh, I'm just going to travel around
Especially
and do this.
What spins me out is some of the skills that almost look like impossible. Like the African circus we went to at the Civic Theatre, they had a dude on his back, and he had a table, like a kitchen sized table, on his feet,
Yeah.
and he was fucking spinning it around like that. Like I couldn't even do it above your head with your hands
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this. And
So
he was on his back with his feet, just spinning this table around and flipping it, catching it on his
And
feet.
catching it again.
And it's like, how do you even learn that skill?
How
like
do you
that?
think
How do you think?
I'm gonna do this, and then to actually do it?
To do it, but fuck, most people can't even do standing up above with their hands, and you're laying on your back doing it, like doing an upside down fucking handstand on your feet spinning around. Like, it's just how do people? Because fair enough, like doing skills that look like people set the bar higher and higher, and you have the trailblazers who do something first,
yeah.
and then someone else comes in. Oh, they can do that, but the knack of someone being like, I'm gonna push it,
come up with something
I'm gonna do
new.
something that no one else can do.
Yeah.
It's just
Who was
insane.
that first,
Humanity's insane.
what's his
The
name?
power of imagination, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, well, someone's always trying to fucking do something more ridiculous than the
Exactly.
last person, eh? Like the first, you look at them old school daredevils, like, what was it, Evil Knievel and shit?
Yeah. Yep.
But now stuff
Well-
like that is nothing.
Well, that's the evolution. That's pretty insane. Like you look at Kerry Hart, first person to do a backflip in whatever it was, 2000, and then like 25 years, like people doing like double backflips.
People
like,
do all sorts of
I know
shit.
that's
Yeah.
a huge evolution. And when you look at stuff like that, even the wingsuit diving,
Yeah.
the evolution of humans is like from jumping out and like skydiving, and then now they can put on these things where they literally fly.
Yeah.
Like the evolution of humans is pretty insane when you look
Fucking
at it like
oath.
that.
And like you say, it's just
100
imagination,
years.
I suppose. Like people thinking, well, I've sort of seen this done, but we can do it in a different way.
Maybe we can
or
do this.
Do it a bit better or
know.
go faster. That's
Yeah.
the thing with a lot of shit, eh?
Yeah, yeah. Faster,
Everyone
harder,
wants to go
stronger.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
But like, yeah, cunts just jumping a couple buses or doing gammon little things back in the day. And now, like you say, doing a fucking triple backflip is like
like the standard.
normal. Like there's probably fucking 15-year-old kids doing that.
I know, bro. It's fucking insane.
Skateboarding is another one, eh?
Oh, that's leveled up hard, bro.
Like,
yep.
if you could do a kickflip back in the day,
Yeah.
it was like amazing.
Now people kick flipping down like 20 stairs.
Fucking just,
Yeah. Humans are phenomenal.
what do you reckon's been the biggest, or wonder what's been the quickest leap of improvement?
I just thought of freestyle motocross because
Yeah.
that did evolve. Like went from, but yeah, it's an interesting feat because like there are some things that are not like that, like the 100-meter sprint. It's only been by points of seconds,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
by milliseconds.
Yeah, there hasn't
over-
been a massive improvement.
over like 30
Yeah.
years. Where
And
if
even,
you compare 100-meter sprints to the freestyle X Games
Yeah.
best trick,
Yeah.
it's the level up from a backflip to like a triple backflip, or you know, like that's that's
because
a lot
there's
of level
still
up.
records that hold in athletics that are like, 20, 30, 40 years old, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yep.
we'd have to look that up. But,
Definitely.
But I think there's, I know that 200-meter record, the Australian record, only just got beat by Gwot or whatever.
Yeah,
Because that
yeah.
was Peter Norman's for like 50 years or something.
Yeah, yeah. That's pretty crazy. Yeah.
So like, yeah, when you look at stuff like that, it's not evolving that much.
It's just slow progression.
But then there's other ones that are like fucking just
freestyle is a good example.
once it's like once some person figures out, well, we can do this,
Yeah.
it might just set the bar, and then they're like, well, fucking let's every cunt try it.
The wingsuit sort of thing.
It's more so
a lot of
the
the extreme
extreme-
sports.
yeah, extreme stuff, eh?
Because people, a lot of it's technology too. Like people didn't really have like wingsuits.
Yeah.
Is a bit of like that's a bit of a scientific front as well. Coming up with the designs for even when you look at the planes, man, those fucking first planes, bro,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
fucking take off. Now you got helicopters, everything. Yeah. It's fucking
Like what do you call it? Mechanics and stuff, eh? Like mechanical stuff is crazy when you look at the old school shit, like
Yep.
cars and motorbikes and stuff.
Yep.
Now fucking
Yep.
electric stuff,
drones.
like drones.
Like they wouldn't have been a household option. Now every one of us can fucking go down and buy a drone that'll fit in our hand.
Well, you even think, I was talking like when I did that ep with Benny Hanaway a couple of weeks back, talking about, cruising along on footy trips with little MP3s and stuff,
Yeah, Russ.
but you'd have like 10 songs or something on it.
Yep.
You could fit fuck all on it.
Well, we
It'd be
went
like,
the tapes, went the
Yeah.
and then we went to the Walkmans.
Yeah, and then you'd have a fucking
And you'd
a
run out of
CD.
battery. You'd run out of battery, and you'd bite the battery to get a bit more songs. You ever do that?
No.
That's a little hidden hack, gun.
That's why you're
little
fucking
Charter
the
Stout
headache.
hack. That's why I'm cooked. Biting batteries.
Eating fucking battery acid.
That was a little trick.
True.
It'd go flat, but you did a little crunch. It was a little bush trick. You little city slickers up here wouldn't know.
Really?
Russ.
I've never heard of that.
You don't pierce it. Oh, you'd be cooked. You just a little compression.
Biting batteries. Did anyone else ever bite batteries to get extra charge?
Fuck, I shouldn't be fucking
Was it
telling my
only-
secrets here. Charter Stouts guns. Yeah, you did a little crunch. I don't know who taught me it. Fuck
Really?
me. One of them little tricks, and then you get another probably 2 or 3 songs. Yeah,
Fuck,
per
yeah.
battery.
And then what? You can only do it a certain amount of time.
Oh, I think then you're cooking yourself if
Yeah.
you pierce it or whatever. But you just crunch it down a little bit, bro.
Ooh, fuck, never heard of it.
But then we
But
went to
then,
the-
like, you'd
then we went
have...
to the MP3,
Yeah.
which is where I remember buying it and then like you could only fit like 4 songs on it,
Yeah,
and you're like, this is
fuck
shit.
all.
Why do I spend? I'm better off of me
Yeah.
fucking Discman.
And then that'd be like 125 megabytes. And then it'd go to like, what? I remember when you first got like, might have been a gig.
Yeah, well, even when you talk about that, like
But even that's
downloading a
fuck
song
all.
off
Like-
LimeWire used to be fucking half an hour and a computer full of
Yeah,
viruses.
exactly.
Now it's now you don't even download anything.
You
now you just stream.
you have endless amounts of stuff.
Yeah,
And the battery, like
Yep.
iPhone battery's still a bit shit sometimes,
But
but,
you just
they're better.
But you can just
But
literally
battery
whack it on
and
the wall.
fucking the amount of stuff, like songs, you could never run out of songs to play.
Never.
As
Never.
going on a footy trip, driving up to Cairns or
Yeah, you'd
whatever.
have fucking- and
you'd
you'd
fucking listen to the same songs
Swap
over and over.
CDs, swap CDs or something with someone else.
Yeah.
It'd be a burnt CD with multiple different like
And
mixtape.
cheap. Like, I don't know what the cost would have been for like and I wouldn't have bought it anyway. My parents would have, but like my first MP3, I remember I had a little Gearman little white one.
Yeah, I had a little silver one. It was a bit.
It might have been like a little Panasonic.
I remember I was real keen on it, and then I got it and realized I could only hold 4 or 5 songs.
Yeah.
And I thought this is shit.
Then I remember getting like a little iPod Nano maybe or iPod Shuffle.
Yeah, I had an iPod that was the best iPods, man. The 120 gig.
Yeah.
The fucking trooper. It was
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
amazing.
But even that
bro.
didn't have many songs.
No, the first ones didn't, but I ended up getting one that was 120 gig. You could
Oh,
have you have like 20,000 songs
True,
on there.
yeah.
Yeah. And then end up dying. They were in, looks on eBay.
Wonder-
They're still going on eBay for like $500.
True. I was
Mine
going to
ended up
say,
getting
wonder what
soaked
the
wet.
price
God.
in this would have been, what, mid 2000s, reckon?
Yeah.
Wonder what the price of,
Like a little nano
what
fucking thing.
was the price? We need, Lars isn't with us
Oh, just
again.
ask Siri again. Do that little fucking
Wait
thing.
up,
See
nah.
if she knows.
Hold on. Nah, fuck serious. What was the price of an iPod in, let's say, 2005?
Yeah, good guess. I'm going $200.
Ooh, 250 to 300. They were
There you go.
iPod mini models were priced at $250 to $300.
Fuck yeah.
The iPod 2 gigabyte and 4 gigabyte.
Yeah, right.
So like now you'd get something worth terabyte probably for fucking 100. Hey, like
Yeah.
stuff's so much cheaper
But
now.
it's just insane right now that people don't need the need to even have their own stuff. Like now,
Yeah, well,
everything's
that's right.
online and you can just stream
Yeah.
stuff. Even with DVDs and videos, you can Netflix, Paramount,
Yeah.
stand it all up. But then no one really physically. It's gone to a thing where the physical possessions are kind of gone. Even probably with books, a lot of people just read them on their little Kimp, whatever you call those things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like the little iPad looking
Yeah,
things,
it's like the physical possession of things is kind of a bit of a dying art. Really.
Yeah, definitely.
It's
I
become
think,
vintage. It's become a bit of a scene. But like say shit, fucking go on Doomsday Prepper. Everything fucking cracks out right now. We have no internet.
Mm.
Are you able to play music?
just sing it.
No, yeah. But would you right now say we have big power out? World's gonna end
How would I play music?
because I don't think I don't have a CD player at home. I got CDs randomly.
I think
I could do it through my car. I could do it through my car.
yeah.
You
Well,
know?
I think I got an old DVD player that
Yeah.
would play CD. Oh,
Yeah, with no power.
Oh, yeah, no power.
like it's just interesting to know, like physical books.
Yeah, you need like a
We got
CD
heaps of-
player that runs off batteries.
We got heaps of books
that
at
you
home.
can
I'll be
buy.
able to read. But yeah, you know what I mean? You have to buy some
But
batteries
I don't
and
own
chew on them.
CD. I don't think I own any CDs at the moment. I probably
Yeah.
got some at mum and dad's, maybe.
I got some random just scattered around cars and shit.
I do have a few DVDs though.
Yeah.
Like for a bit, even when streaming and stuff was coming in, there was a few DVDs that I liked to have. Like there was a
Yeah,
few
some of the
old
classics.
school,
Yep.
and ones that you can't even get. Like I got a heap of old martial arts movies on DVD.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Or like a couple of box sets, and like I had to get Shawshank Redemption on DVD.
Yeah.
Just a couple that I wanted to have, but I haven't played them in fucking years. Like
Yep. Actually, I know another way. I've got a Ryobi radio at home, but once the battery's out, you're fucked. I've got a Ryobi radio and I can put a USB into it because I have a USB stick
Oh,
that has
yeah.
music on it for work
Yeah,
sometimes. Some of the trucks are fucked with Bluetooth
Yeah.
and that. You just put a USB stick in. So I could do it that way. But it's just interesting to know, like fuck. Or just play guitar. Like you
Yeah.
did, just fucking play guitar and sing.
and then I fucking forget all the songs.
But yeah, it's come a long way, bro.
Fucking oath.
And it makes you think like we're in the what's the next big step? Where's it going next? Obviously AI is the next big thing, The new, I watched a reel the other day. It was super interesting, and I read it in the book *Sapiens*. It's pretty. You ever seen that book?
Yeah,
and
no,
it
you were telling us.
talks about like the first however many years it took us to go from hunter and gatherers to like domesticated farmers, and then the next big leap was the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah.
And then like the year between hunter gatherer to like farmers was like 2 million years or something. The Homo sapiens were just hunter and gatherers, and then they realized you could grow wheat, blah blah blah. And then from wheat to growing wheat, like to domesticated farmers to
having
the
a
Industrial
fucking
Revolution
disc in
was
our
like
hand.
was like 12,000 years. The
Yeah,
Industrial Revolution. Then the Industrial Revolution to the age of information was like 200 years. From that, and then the age of information to probably the next big thing would be artificial intelligence.
Well, I guess the more
probably even
information
shorter.
you have, the easier it is to invent and learn things, because you
progress.
already have that.
Just goes up
base,
exponentially.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah, but and then obviously there's cons of everything. Like you sort of, with the age of having that in your phone, you don't need to know as much,
Not
'Cause
off
you-
the top of your head.
Exactly.
Because you can say,
You can just
hey, Siri,
connect to it.
what's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
this? Yeah. That's going to go off now.
That's our deep thought for today.
Yeah. But
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
going back to a bit of music, I got a question here for you.
Right.
Because actually, I'll say this first. No, actually. Bit all asked about here. What's the greatest movie soundtrack, you reckon? Because I'm going to say this. This is another, I'll just chuck in another today I learned. Did you know that Phil Collins, he sung the entire soundtrack to Tarzan, right?
I didn't know that, no.
Like, the animated
Yeah, no,
Tarzan?
I did not know that.
So Phil Collins sung the entire soundtrack.
Wow.
It's a sick soundtrack, so good. But he even learnt and sung it in Spanish, French, German, and Italian.
What a legend.
So they didn't get
Cool.
someone else to sing it.
Fuck
He
yeah.
sung all of them.
That's a fun fact,
What
bro.
a fucking legend, eh?
I did not know that.
How sick is that?
Wow.
So he sung it in 5 languages.
Wow. That is
Every
phenomenal.
song.
I wonder how he went with the dialects and the accents and that.
So
What a fucking good cunt. Yeah.
Every single song in 5 languages.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
Shout out Phil Collins.
Shout out Phil Collins, and he has some fucking good music
Because
too.
people, fucking oath.
He does, and even not the bang, not even the
Yeah.
like Easy Lover and some of those.
Yeah. Another Day in Paradise.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it another.
But that makes me think of Eddie Vedder, Into the Wild.
Yeah.
That's a phenomenal
Yeah.
soundtrack. If you're talking just solo, but then I like some of the old school soundtracks, so like some of them horror movies, Freddy vs Jason and that, because they were
Yeah.
like sort of when I was younger, they had a lot of metal bands and shit in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Greatest movie soundtracks. Let's look somewhere. Because I'm thinking you can go, obviously, a lot of the Disney ones and full.
Frozen, all the
full
classic.
musical
Yeah, they're more
movies, I
musical
guess. But if you go movies that aren't musicals,
vibes. Yeah.
like what's
Then you got
best?
the teen angst, like like American Pie era, where they had sort of like a bit more punk and shit.
Yeah.
That's all right. I can tell what the best video game soundtrack ever is, and that's Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
Yeah. No, what about Need for Speed Underground?
Oh, yeah, we've spoken about this. Yeah, we have. We're going around circles
we?
again. I think we have. Or I don't know. I'm pretty sure we have.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, these are all
Oh, that's well. What about
Dirty
that?
Dancing, Footloose. Yeah, all movies like that. Bad Boys too.
Yeah, true shit.
Yeah, there'd be heaps.
What?
But if you're talking about, let's say, just like musicals, then,
Yeah, Roger.
or like
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 the
Lion-
Greatest
obviously-
Showman's fucking pretty
yeah,
wicked.
or
That's
like
pretty
obviously
boss.
Lion King and shit
Lion
like
King
that.
is phenomenal. Yeah, Titanic.
Dreamgirls.
What's Dreamgirls?
Dreamgirls.
Never heard of her.
Fuck yeah.
No, I want to. Well, if we're talking about while we're on that topic, I'll obviously talk like this. Sheila, the reel I sent you, the artwork for Harry Potter, was it Back to the Future?
Oh yeah, yeah.
A few other
Back
movies
to the Future had good soundtrack.
was done by this artist. His name was Drew Struzan, and he hand fucking painted
Yeah.
or with a pencil hand sketched all of these movies. Episode 1, Star Wars, Shawshank Redemption. What else we got here? Blade Runner, The Goonies. He did all of these movies. The Hook, and they're not computer generated. You have to put this. I don't know. You have to put this up like some of the things. They're not computer. All pencil sketched, which
Back
is
to the
insane.
Future.
Back to the Future. All the covers for those movies. A lot of those movies in the
It
'90s.
was done by one cunt sketching it.
One fella sketching it, Drew Struzan, who is just insane. Like when you look at them, you just assume that they're like computer graphics.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's the thing. How many things now? Like I've been making heap of shit on chat
Yeah.
GPT, and you just
Does it
say
all.
like make a movie poster with
Yeah,
fucking.
I actually haven't delved into it. I've never actually used
I've
it.
only just recently started doing it. I might do that one for one of these cover outs. I'll say
Yeah.
make a movie poster.
Oh, true.
Style.
Yeah,
and it's
fuck it.
easy, man. It literally you just type in a few things you want, and then it'll pump out something like that.
See, that's
So
crazy,
how
man.
crazy that there was one person sitting
Hand sketching
sitting there
that,
back in the day
which,
doing that.
which it looks phenomenal. Like
But
you go back and look at some of those covers.
Wasn't there one of them, Back to the Future, maybe, where they said,
He had 24 hours to do it.
"Yeah,
Yep.
I don't know
Literally,
why. I forget the story
yeah,
behind
yeah.
it. They didn't have. I don't know. They didn't know what was going to happen, but then they're like, "Okay, this is coming out. We need 24
Yep,
hours."
we need, and he's pumped it out in 24
Yeah.
hours, which is just insane.
and
talent.
that's a fucking all-time classic.
Oh, man.
like
Yep.
cover, just everything about that.
Yep,
eh?
yep.
Like
I've seen
the cover, the
of
whole movie.
Some of the art skills, talking about evolution of stuff, art is insane. There's that chick who does painting with her hands and her feet.
True.
Seen her? She does painting with her hands and her feet of portraits that are insane. So she'll have in between
What,
two
does
brushes,
like one-
all simultaneously, and
Really?
there'll be different sketches. She is
So
phenomenal.
she's doing 4 different paintings, or all the one painting?
4 different
like-
paintings, I think
Really?
it is. Then I've seen
Like
another
an
one.
octopus.
Yeah, proper octopus, little spaghetti arms and legs. There's another one I seen the other day. A Sheila had, I don't know how she set it up. She had a paintbrush or a makeup thing coming out of her mouth, and she was drawing this, and she painted eyes underneath her eyes that were like phenomenal.
That's sort of,
And
I
there's the dude
guess-
who got the puppet. He's got a puppet.
Oh, yeah.
He's literally got a puppet, and he's painting a picture with the puppet. True. So talking about evolution of certain
Well,
things.
that's sort of
pretty
coming
insane.
back to that shit we were saying about the circus too. Like, how does people
Envision.
come up with, like, how do they think I could learn this skill?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I'm going to get real good at it. Like, how
just hours of practice and trying to be at the forefront of new skills, I
that's
guess.
fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Wait, do you know what's a spin out too? Them fucking like, them people who can see, they look at something once and then they can just paint it.
Yeah, yep. They got that like photographic memory.
Yeah.
Like this, I've seen that.
But then
that
to
dude
be,
who does the skyline.
but then
in
to
New
be
York.
good enough to actually paint it as
know,
well. It's
that-
not just being able to memorize it, having the skill to actually
just
paint that.
paint something in first is pretty skillful, and then you can picture perfect, go for a
Yeah.
helicopter ride or whatever he did. I know the one you're talking about. Yeah,
But there's been a few of them.
Yeah.
But like, I fucking forget everything.
Same.
Like, if you see something, it's like, oh, you might, like, they've come to realize that memory recall isn't that great. You know, like, a lot of people's memory is pretty fucking shit.
yeah.
So to be able to do that, but then to actually have the skill to paint that,
It's superhuman, eh? It's proper superhuman.
it's like a special power. Like, what do you
Yeah.
call it? Superpower.
It is. It is really like superpower. I reckon everyone has an exceptional talent. They just need to find. Some people probably go their whole lives without finding
Yeah.
it. You know,
But how do you
everyone has. Well, it's
how
just-
do you find it? How do you
I think-
dive in and
I know, and a lot of it, not a lot of it, but I think a big blocker and talent is the EQ system and having to conform to the criteria.
Yeah.
You're in grade 6 or grade 1, you're 6 years old, you need to do this. It's not a competency based system. It's not like, oh, this kid's, he might not be good at maths, but he's actually exceptional at fucking drawing. Let's focus on that. If we had an EQ or a skill
needs
system,
more outwards
it
thinking?
was a bit more
sort of.
competency based and actually focus on people's, what people were good at, then maybe they'd excel, maybe they'd find it. Who knows? But yeah, the EQ system's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
We've already spoken about that, like how there should be a lot better things taught in primary school and high school to set you up for life. It'd be amazing to see how society could function if things were
If people
designed for people to flourish and
if
nourish
people
and
found what they were
and
good
thrive.
at,
Yeah.
and then they could just work at that.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
weren't told to do
Yeah.
a certain. But in saying that, you always, I guess, you need people to be competent in certain skills, and then move
like a
towards
base.
that.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Because otherwise, like,
You want a base sort of standard of curriculum so
Yeah.
people can function in society.
and then if
that.
everyone was just some weird thinking fucking artist painting with their hands and feet,
Yeah.
how would shit get done?
Yeah, exactly. So you do need a base.
I guess you do need some
Yeah.
normalization, or I guess
yeah,
fucking basic.
like sort of standardized base intelligence that
Yeah.
everyone sort of gets to function through society. But yeah,
But I think
so mate, that's
people
what
would-
primary school is, and maybe high school should be changed
and
up to be a bit
I think
more
in saying that
competency-based.
too, people would always find, like, there's always going to be cunts that want to build stuff. So you're always
Yeah.
going to have houses built, or architects, or
Yeah, true.
important shit like that, or people that want to fix engines.
Yeah. I think I'd like it if I was. Like if I could redo it, I'd love it if there was a class. Me and my mate or something were talking about this the other day. I can't remember. If there was a class that was like called maintenance, or a maintenance class, and you learn how to do fucking maintenance, because your life is constantly, and not just one thing in maintenance, like everything in
What
maintenance.
type of maintenance?
Like everything, because everything in life is maintenance. So you learn how to service your car, right? You learn how to drop the oil, change the filter, basic service your car. Then you learn how to do plumb. You got a leak in your plumbing.
yeah.
Learn how to change the seal out. Then you learn how to do not just physical maintenance, but like personal physical maintenance. You learn how to do gym, which I guess that isn't there, but you learn how to do stretching to take care of your body.
yeah.
Then you learn how to do spiritual maintenance. People should be taught meditation, that kind of stuff. Then
I think
Just a bit of
each,
everything.
like, there probably is aspects of that in each thing. Like, there's, motor mechanics or manual arts and HP and stuff. But
Yeah.
just the way they teach it is shit.
yeah, true.
It's like, and then there's like economics and accounting stuff.
Yeah.
Like, they do certain things.
They do
in
have a
school,
basics of it.
graphics.
Yeah.
But like, if they broke it down and made it a bit more, I guess, suited to everyday life or what you're going to be
Yeah,
doing.
exactly. Like one class, it was life maintenance. Okay, today we're going to learn how to put a fucking picture frame up for your missus because you're going to have to do this one day.
Yeah.
You know, like just little shit like that. Oh, today you're learning how to fucking trim the hedges.
Stuff around the
mow
house.
lawn.
And then, that personal stuff, like,
Yep.
fucking basic level of,
Yep.
I guess, body maintenance, like fitness, and then
Fitness, learning how
tapping
to
into
stretch.
yourself, like fucking some mindfulness.
Mindfulness, meditation,
Stuff like that.
emotional intelligence, teach kids how to regulate, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's who knows? Who are we to fucking know? I'm not a teacher, but yeah, it'd be interesting if we lived in a country that really, and maybe not just a country, society, but I do see some other countries that do have, like obviously Scandinavia and some of those places. It'd be amazing if we lived somewhere that was designed for people to thrive. You know?
Yeah. What's that?
Yeah, it must be that door or something. But yeah,
Because I think developing that emotional intelligence is a lot more important for young people than developing a fucking certain, I'll get really good at fucking maths.
yeah.
Or get really good at whatever the
That should be a
subject
base.
is.
Definitely, emotional intelligence should be a base.
I seen this cool thing actually about, it was like a report thing, and the parents were asking, they didn't say, oh, what's their grades? They said, like, how do they interact with the other kids, or are they kind?
Yeah,
They were asking
true.
stuff like that. Like,
That's awesome.
How, like,
That's-
because that's what you prefer.
Yep.
And if you have a good emotional intelligence, you learn your general intelligence, and you learn better.
Yeah.
Anyway, so like,
Yep.
if you can teach your kids to, like you say, regulate emotions really well, be kind,
socially interactive. In a
stuff
positive
like
way.
that. Fucking let them learn whatever the hell they want
Yeah. Yep.
at a later date.
Yeah. Exactly. That you're right. Those early years, primary school should be focused on exactly emotional regulation and social interaction. And you're right. I agree.
You got a
Definitely.
heap of time to figure out what they fucking
That-
what they want to do or what
Those-
they're good at.
and maybe like obviously a base of English and maths and all everything you need to prep you for high school, and then high school should be individualistic based. But it'd be interesting to get a teacher or someone on here who fucking actually
someone-
knows something, not just a two dumb cunts here
or
talking
someone
shit.
who could talk. Because I got a heap of teacher mates, but I don't think they could come on and talk.
yeah,
But
yeah.
like, if we could get someone from a department or maybe retired and say what they think the curriculum should or what should be taught. Hey,
Yeah, exactly.
some old school cunt who don't care what he says.
Yeah, and then someone who's not fucking PC,
Yeah.
but just keep it old school, bud. Bring back the cane, give fucking Hooper a little whipping.
Fuck. I'm glad there was no cane when I was at school. I probably would have got it a few times, I reckon.
Proper fucking purple din over here.
If you could choose one thing though that you were like the best at, like fucking painting with your hands and feet, or like just memorizing shit or something, what would you try to be?
Oh, what'd you be good at? Oh, music.
Yeah, same.
I'd love to be a mad musician,
I'd
eh?
rather be like one of them cunts who just
They have to talk multiple languages.
hear languages and then they just like know it.
They pick them
somehow.
up like that. That'd be pretty amazing. Because that'd be a real useful trait for traveling and for interacting with cultures. Yeah, that'd be a cool skill. Fuck yeah.
But like, some people can just learn languages so quickly.
They can. They just soak. They can. Well, they adapt there. They just have the right mindset for it.
Or music, like being able to pick up any instrument and just play it
Yep.
would be fucking pretty cool.
Yeah, true.
Play it with your feet. Play guitar with your feet.
That's a
See
whole
them
nother
cunts?
fucking thing. That's a whole nother musos there.
Hey.
Something music. Well, actually, in saying that, music has evolved insanely. But then there's some of those old school musos are fucking
Yeah.
still so good.
Yeah.
But you know
Wait,
what I mean?
imagine-
But like the looping.
Yeah,
Looping is a
yeah,
whole new
yeah.
era. Like you look at people like Tash Sultana and that who can play a little thing, loop it, and then the level of perfectionist.
Yeah.
Because if you loop something, you fuck it up, it's repeating. It's repeating over. And the fact that Tash Sultana can go out and do whole live sets,
And then they know when to jump in.
and she
on the
loops
thing,
something to
like,
the millisecond,
exactly.
perfect timing.
knowing when to jump in for that next loop.
That's a pretty phenomenal
stuff.
evolution of music
Yeah,
right there. The whole
fucking
looping
oath.
scene, but yeah.
Imagine if there was someone who they had arms, but they could only play guitar with their leg, like with their feet.
That dude singing the song in church,
What's that?
bro. Did I not send it to you?
I don't think so.
That literally, he's got no arms and he's playing guitar.
No, but imagine he had arms, but he just chose not to play with his arms. Just, I don't feel like using my
backwards
arms.
man. Nah, I'm good with my feet here. Just fucking get me toes all
Just
coordinated.
get so good at your toes.
Bro, I'll show you this video after this.
Yeah.
It's a dude in church singing this song with his feet. He's obviously got no arms, and it is amazing.
Wait,
It's
did he
fucking
go
beautiful.
on? I'm sure there was some lad on one of them talent shows.
It could have been, I don't know, the one I've seen, he's just in a church. I don't even think he has any amplification. He might, but he obviously the acoustics of the church and his voice is amazing. And the song he's singing, it's obviously a churchy song, but it's a beautiful fucking song. I don't know if he wrote it or whatever it is.
Right.
Or it's Hillsong or
What's
something.
he, Aussie dude? Or
It looks like in America or something, yeah. I'll
but like
show it
white,
to you.
I didn't mean Aussie. I meant like
Yeah,
a
one
Western
white
guy.
American
True,
fellow, I
yeah.
think, yeah, and it is phenomenal. I'll track it down and show you. It's
right.
literally so good.
I love church
Yeah.
music.
I watched it. It's one of those videos I watched, like, you know, when you find a reel and you're like, that's so good. I watched like Keith Urban playing guitar, covering Parcels.
To that parcel store. So I didn't really know who they were until
Yeah.
you sent that, and
Yeah.
I've been pumping them since.
They're good,
And
eh?
that song
They're
especially, man.
funky as
Can't
fuck.
believe they're
Yep.
Australian.
They are Australian, and they didn't get big in Australia. I think they got big in Europe.
Yeah.
because they moved to Berlin or somewhere over there, and obviously that punk, that funk,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Daft Punk sort of style is
Well,
big
it
over there.
sounds like
then
fucking-
they come back to Australia. They're from Byron Bay or somewhere, right? Pretty sure. Yeah, and then obviously fucking Triple J took them on board, and they're just phenomenal live.
True.
They're
Have you
insane.
seen them live
Insanely
or
good.
not?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
but the
just
reason I
that's-
found out about them is my mate Lukey went down to the sunny coast to watch another band, and they were opening up for the band he went to see. This was back years ago before they were big, and he came back to the house and was like, "Look at how good this band is, man!" And put them on. So,
Check them out. Parcels.
Yeah,
If you
Parcels,
don't know.
Australia. Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah. No, I watched that live set that you sent.
The whole
through.
thing.
Fucking
They play
so
the whole
good,
thing,
man.
whole thing
Yeah.
start to finish tight.
Yeah.
And their vocals, none of them are really exceptionally vocally, but together they sort of
Yeah.
harmonise, like Beatles style, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh,
so
well,
good.
could talk music all day, but I
Yeah.
guess that's another one.
Yeah, we fucking
we talked about-
we got stuck on that for a bit.
I think we
but-
just fucking, I don't even, we just talk shit the whole time.
But we still didn't even get to the best soundtracks.
Probably didn't
but
even
that
cover
might,
what we were meant to talk about.
that might be something we fucking
So, yeah. Save
we
for
actually
another-
have to plan.
Yeah.
reckon.
Righto then.
But
well,
that might do us
wrap
for
her up.
another episode.
thanks for listening to us talk shit. Bit of a deep yarn on this one.
Yeah, a bit of fucking
Oh, deep
everything.
all over here. Yeah.
But thanks for listening, guests.
Thanks for
And,
listening.
Keep in touch with everything. Fucking like, follow, subscribe, all the
them
rest
like
of it, and we'll be back soon.
That's us.
Peace out.
Yeah, well.